Welcome to Community Health Matters. I'm your host, Amy Marsalis. On today's show, we have guests from Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee, Healthy Tennessee, United Healthcare, and the Center for Sleep Health at St. Thomas. All coming up next on Community Health Matters. From the News Channel 5 Network, this is Community Health Matters, sponsored by the United Health Foundation. Hi, everyone. You know, it's really hard to believe that 1 in 5 kids in Tennessee and some 400,000 adults in our state, in the middle part of Tennessee, are hungry at some point or another or deal with this issue of hunger. It's hard to believe, but Nancy Keil-Culbertson with Second Harvest Food Bank, a very well-respected and well-known organization here, is going to talk to us about how you're kind of expanding your reach in Middle Tennessee. Nice to have you here, Nancy.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, of course, most of our viewers are familiar with Second Harvest. You've been around a long time and served so many people in the state. But remind us how many counties in Middle and West Tennessee you serve and just how big the problem of hunger is, as I touched on at the beginning.
Thank you very much. I think everybody knows that hunger is an issue across every county within America. And the same thing holds true with our 46 counties that we serve here in Middle and West Tennessee. And like you mentioned, there's 1 in 7 individuals, which include 1 in 5 children, that are food insecure. And what the food insecure means is they do not know where their next meal is, or an adequate nutritious meal is coming from. So it is a very big deal within Middle and West Tennessee. And when, you know, we talk a lot about who are these people, what does the face of hunger look like? And those people could be in the office next to you. They could be sitting with you at church. They can, you know, they're your friends, but they're people that they could be challenged with a medical issue where they can't go to work, or they're trying to find a job with a livable wage. There are a number of factors that put them at risk and where they need to find resources to take care of their family, and Second Harvest and the 450 partner agencies we work with are here to help. And we couldn't do that work without our partner agencies.
It really takes a village, as they say.
Definitely takes a village.
Many organizations, many helping hands. Now, we want to talk about your mobile pantry program today. Can you expand on that?
Would love to. So with the 46 counties, we've got a number of them that are rural counties. And like I said, we have 450 plus partner agencies that we work with, and they don't all have adequate freezer space and storage to keep all the food that they need to make sure that the people in the communities have access to nutritious food. So we do mobile pantries in these counties, and where, think about a truckload of food, about 18,000 pounds of food goes out to the community at a partner agency like a church, soup kitchen, something like that. And they set up what I kind of think of as a farmer's market, where about 250 families, could be a few more or so, they come through the line and they get about 1 to 2 weeks of groceries for their family. So
That's
we
incredible.
are able to take the food out, we set up, it's you know, it's a couple of hours, and they get food and they get to take that home to their families.
How do you identify these 250 or so odd families? How do you find them, or they find you?
Well, what typically happens is our partner agencies have people that they work with in their communities and their surrounding areas. So when we're doing a mobile pantry with someone, they do flyers that they get out in the community. We also get flyers out to our other partner agencies, but they spread the word in the community. So it's not meant to be in 46 counties, it's meant to be very focused to that particular county.
And you are expanding into a new area coming up this month, and can you tell us more about where that is? You're excited about it, I can tell.
We are excited about it. This was a partnership that with United Healthcare that we're doing, and we're doing a mobile pantry, but it's a little bit more than a mobile pantry. So the same types of families can come, but they are also going to have access to a lot of health screening, thanks to United Healthcare and to Healthy Tennessee. So when they get there, they'll get some information that they know they're going to get their food, and they can go through and get blood pressure screening, some all sorts of allergy testing, bone and other types of testing that'll be taking place that day.
That is
yeah,
super.
it's going to be a really big deal. It's really special.
You also said before we started that you don't want these people to worry that they're not going to get food if they're in line waiting for some of these screenings. The food will be there for everybody. It's designated.
They're each going to get a card up to the amount of food that we have available, so they can take their time getting the health screening, because this is just a rare opportunity for them to be able to get the health screening along with the food to take home.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, do you find that in rural areas of our state, which there are a lot of rural areas, that those people maybe are harder to find, to identify the people who are hungry than in a city?
I wouldn't say harder to find, because that is the reason that we work with so many partner agencies. And so they are in those communities and they know the people, and they have a very unique outreach to the people's churches and other organizations. So they do a pretty special job of reaching to folks. Now, I'm sure that there's a number that we don't know about, but we get a number of phone calls, so we have resources and we have a lot of information on our website that people can access.
I was thinking if people were more isolated, if they were out on farms, or if you had elderly people that live far away from the center of their smaller town. And if people want to get involved in Second Harvest, your relief efforts, how can we all help the individuals watching?
There's a variety of ways you can help. So one would be to provide your time and talent. So you can volunteer in a number of ways, all across the board, from volunteering at a mobile pantry, or working at our warehouse, or supporting an event. You can also help raise food. So that's an important, obviously, area that we need, and funding. So financial support is always important for us.
And before we wrap up here, if you watching or someone you know is struggling with this, where can you get help, or how do you find it?
Probably the best thing to do is to call 211 and identify what county or what zip code you're in, can identify a resource for you, or there's also information on our website at secondharvestmidtn.org.
All right, well, good luck with the event in Lawrence County, and congratulations on the wonderful work Second Harvest does.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Thanks, nice to meet you, Nancy.
You as well.
Yeah, and we'll be right back after this.